The Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jesse, Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taylor.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taylor.
Hey, everybody. I am John. I am the world's worst podcast host. And apparently I'm a fan of the world's worst football team. And, you know, I've said that for the last couple of weeks. And I will tell you this. If you're getting tired of watching the Commanders, if you're getting tired of loss after loss after loss after loss, the thing that you can do is you can tune into the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, and you can bet with your friends as to how long it will be before I prove to you that I'm the world's worst podcast host and completely fuck things up. I would go ahead and throw it over to my friend Jesse, but it appears that he is lost in a hotel room somewhere. Apparently you guys did some things this weekend, didn't you? There's my
Where are you guys right now?
That's an understatement. We're in central London in a hotel stroke hostel. It's okay. I mean, I'll give credit to Burrows. He said the place we were staying at was an absolute dump, and I'm not gonna lie, I was worried for Jesse's safety. He was there for a few hours, and it was like he rang me and went, "Dude, this is not a great place." So
where the fuck were you?
Yeah, we got a refund back. We were going to stay in Wembley. We got a refund back, and we're in central London now. So
you were going to stay at the stadium? Goodness.
No. Stroke hostel. What is a stroke hostel? Jesse,
no, we are in a hotel stroke hostel. It's like part hotel, part of a hostel.
All right, well then do me a favor, stay out of the Blow Motel, because the stroke hostel, at least you won't
That's what Scouse was doing 5 minutes ago.
I don't even want to see that anymore. Jesus Christ. Anyway, they're from a stroke hostel in the middle of, God damn it, this thing always moves my music. Jesse, how are you doing? There he is.
Hello.
Congratulations. I got to tell you, man, this is the first time that you've been to Europe. You're now in a stroke hostel with a half-naked Scouse. And it's your weekend started off a lot better, I'm sure. How you doing?
Hey, the weekend started off fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
I go straight from the plane. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, to expand on Scott's story, so I got to the Airbnb, and it was filthy. It was like so bad. There was no soap. There was no paper towels. There was rotting food on the fucking on the stove. There was eggs that were turning fucking black. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that shit. So
no kidding. And that was down near Wembley?
Yeah, it was near Wembley. Yeah. So not a great area as we knew. So we just decided we'll find somewhere in central London. It was just cheap. So I thought, you know what, it'll be fine. But Booking.com said it was okay. So I was like, well,
good for Scott.
But yeah, we're near Hyde Park now, so it's not too bad in the centre of London.
Scott was like, whatever. Jesus
and
Christ.
Then
I'm fucking trying to get to sleep. Click. Go to this one.
Yes, he's had the emotional to the tourist guide of me. Went to the Tower of London today, did all the dungeons and looked at the crown jewels and stuff like that. It was good fun. He's been right over pretty much everywhere in the sightseeing parts of London. So
cool.
He's had a good time. Spain itself, I think the only thing I saw was the game and the inside of a pub. And that was pretty much it.
Had you ever been
to Jesse saw the crown jewels, who did he see in the shower?
Well, yeah, it was Scouse. No,
I gotta tell you,
he saw the Royal Imperial crown.
And Jesse saw the jewels. He's the only one. So you went down to the dungeons. Did they let you put on the dildo hat?
No, mate. No,
You didn't let none of the rubber
one behind the locked door.
We did see
but I did see Scouse's mask that he's going to that he puts on usually on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. So
All right,
That's
so
right
we'll see what happens.
okay, these are things we really didn't want to know about. I'll tell you what, to give the show a class of air and distinction after having picked such a shitty hotel for his friend, straight from the stroke hostel, Scott Hartman. I can't get over the fact that you guys call it a stroke hostel. We usually just call it a Joy Boy hut, and we're done with
stroke hostel. No, Jesus Christ. Hotel stroke
You're gonna
hostel.
get irritated with me.
That's it. It might be a hostel. It might be a hotel. It's a little bit of both. Is what I'm saying
All
to
right.
you.
No. Okay. So anyway, how you doing down there, Max?
It's a Tuesday and it's a victory. It's a loss of a Tuesday. So
This has been a victory Tuesday for a while.
it's been 5-6 weeks now, boys.
Yeah. So anyway, out there in podcast land, thank you for showing up and watching this show. We appreciate you. We're going to try to help each one of us get through this together. This has been a shitty fucking season. That was a shitty fucking game, but we appreciate you giving us a thumbs up. Give us a like. Go ahead and subscribe to whatever it is, all the good shit that you're supposed to do. And we promise when we come to your house every October 31st, we will only take one candy bar. And that's just the way it is. So look, man, this fucking game, this has me more angry about any game that we've lost so far this year, because this game, so the story of this game isn't injuries. The story of this game isn't, we just can't compete because the defense can't stop anybody. The story of this game is we get cute. We're going to outsmart ourselves on the very first drive. And it cost us the fucking game. But we're not going to start there. We'll get to that in a couple of minutes. Let's get some fast first thoughts. Jesse, go ahead.
Disappointing. Very disappointing.
I'll tell you. You flew a long way to get that game.
It was when me and Tony, we sat together. Most people who listen to this podcast on a regular basis know who Tony is. And he's Scott Spillin. And when we saw Sanders still out there about to catch that punt, we were like, what the fuck is he doing out there?
He's the backup punter.
What the fuck? Why wasn't Debo? It was in a clutch situation. Debo has two caught punts before.
Not in the NFL.
He was doing it all training camp.
Kime this morning said that he'd never done it before. Not in NFL.
Really?
Well, that's their backup. And Sanders still had only done it twice in college. So they really didn't have a plan for backup punt returner. Yet another mistake of depth that we will get into because Scott, your fast first thought.
A defeat taken away from the jaws of victory. We fucked ourselves on this one. That's exactly what we did.
Why I would admit they maybe went to the stroke hostel.
Maybe, maybe they did. And is the streak over? That's what I want to know. Do we count this? Because this is the first time we've seen them lose.
Oh yeah, well, it's the first time you've seen them lose. Yeah, your streak is over. That's right. Yours is over. All right, Max. First fast thought.
We're going to keep the streak because you weren't in the U.S. So
we're going to have an asterisk streak now. Okay, we're just going to do like they do with every stat in the NFL and push the goalpost till it says what we want it to say. All right, Max. Your first fast thought.
What happened to special teams?
Okay, yeah. What happened to special teams? We'll start with you right there. What happened to fucking special teams?
Well, this is, as of today, we have now signed our 7th kicker in the Adam Peters era. 7 of them in 2 years. Yeah. Not even 2, a year and a half. That's insane. Our return game has gone completely to crap. I don't care if Jalen Lane got hurt. Even before he got hurt, he was fumbling the ball in kick returns.
He did that once.
Still one time too many.
That's right.
So what are we doing? Like what happened to our special teams ace that happened last year? We had a great special teams unit and it's just falling off the face of the cliff.
Well, for one, losing Lane
injuries
mattered. Losing Lane mattered. The fact is, why the fuck did they have Chase Edmonds out there running kickoffs? Noah Igbenogany had done a good job last week. If you're going to go down in the depth chart, I swear to God, Edmonds honestly looks like he runs about a 13.540. Dude is slow as fucking scouse.
Did he know Igbenogany actually play? I don't know if he did or not.
He did on defense, yeah.
I mean, yeah, he had a couple of plays on defense, but I don't know. Chase Edmonds, there was nothing there. I didn't see anything there at all. Why would you keep doing that? Just put Igbenogany back there and let him do it again. Put Debo back in there. I mean, I get maybe they're not putting Debo back in there because they're afraid of injury, but again, with Mikey losing the punt, depth issues, right?
Yeah, I agree with Ron Francis' comment there, saying they did everything they could to give it to us, and we said no thanks.
You're right.
I don't disagree with that.
Ron Francis.
If you lose the ball in the lights, because the lights were different than NFL steamed, get away from it.
That's bullshit. That's total bullshit, Max. That is, I lost it in the lights. As Jesse said, as soon as we saw that going, we knew he wasn't going to catch that. It was swerving all over the place. Just as you said, Max, let it go. Don't even go near it. Just
run away.
Just let it go.
Just for a second, this clown shows up in our chat, puts this up here. Dude, is this really like all you can do? Just run around YouTube doing this? Can't you like jerk off and make yourself feel better for a few minutes? You'll feel fine. Stop it. This is fucking stupid. Anyway, just figured I'd show you some of the stupid people out there on the internet that run around just writing dumbass shit. And by the way,
at one point, Safety show saying that Scouse is basically catching strays, which is right. You know what I mean? He's catching strays.
Well, I mean, sorry, Scouse, you're in the room with both of them. You're going to get shot at. So,
don't do that.
Don't do it. Oh, don't do it. My God.
I'm glad I was
all
looking
right,
at
well,
the
you might as well put this guy back up there, for Christ's sakes. All right, anyway.
Boy, I'm glad I was looking at snap counts and not whatever just happened on Scott's screen.
All right, well, so we were talking about Mikey there and his fumble on the punt. Jesse, I know you are ready to like throw him over the border into Russia, or at least throw him in front of one of the drones that are flying back and forth over there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you say it all the time. Most games are lost and not won.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. Listen,
law of football number 2.
Yeah. I was actually, again, me and Tony were talking about it. The defense held up. I thought the defense played a lot better than they've had in a very, very long time. We shot ourselves in the foot. Mikey Sanders still with obviously the muff punt. But he had an interception.
Yeah.
Go right through his fucking hands.
That's the Tua throw where he dips his shoulder and he's just screw it. I'm throwing a double coverage.
He does. Tua does that all the time. He does that once a fucking game.
He'll do it more if you make
Waddle. Tyreek's going to be out there somewhere. Well, now Waddle since Tyreek is hurt, or Washington or whoever. But
Waddle. Malik Washington had a better game than Jalen Waddle.
But the point remains: we had opportunities to win this game.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Scott, do you have anything you'd like to say before I go on my old man shaking my fist rant?
No, I just totally agree with what Jesse just said there. And Max, to Max's point, it's special teams. It's Mikey Sanders still. I thought the defense held up pretty well. Offensively, you could tell there was nothing there. I mean, I sat next to Burrows, and it was interesting because every time it was number 74 is reporting as eligible. Number 74 is reporting as eligible. It was like, right, Chris Paul's in. That's a run up the left-hand side. And then every time number 12 is on the field, Robbie Chosen, oh, look, it's a pass play. I mean, how fucking obvious can you be if I can see it sitting in the stadium and I'm not an X's and O's guru? No. How can Mike McDaniels not see that? Do you know what I mean? How can Miami not understand exactly what our game plan was? It was awful. I thought offensively we were really poor. Doesn't help with Chris Moore dropping balls that are right through his hands as well. I thought Marcus for the best point, your best period, he kind of held up. But there's some baffling decisions in this game as well. Like, why did Miami not kick at the end?
Look, what Miami does really isn't much my concern. My problem,
but you lose the game anyway. Do you know what I mean? Then you don't go to overtime. That's ideally it.
When you talk and say that the Commander, like I said, football law number 2, more games are lost than won. Like 80% of games are lost rather than won. The Commanders lost this game in the first fucking drive. They went right down the field. They got down to the goddamn 1 yard line. They bring in 3 offensive linemen and stack them to the right. They've got 3 fucking guys over there that's got to be 1,000 pounds worth of flesh over there. And we're going to fucking be clever and run to the left with Marcus Mariota and get stopped, and we don't get anything but a fucking field goal. It's a 4-point difference. And guess what would have won the goddamn game at the end of overtime or at the end of fucking regulation? Any of those 4 points. Any of those 4 points. You get out there and Cliff goes, let me get in my bag. Let me get in my mystical bag and pull out some stupid fucking shit and just outsmart myself rather than just go out there, drool out of my lip and be a fucking brutal asshole and run behind the 1,000 pounds of meat you stuck out there to push 3 feet into the end zone. Chris Rodriguez was rolling. That motherfucker would have gotten that yard in his sleep. Game over. First drive. How about that? Let's see. James Bell says baffling decision at the end was not to let the Dolphins score right at the end to try to have the chance to get the ball back. We got lucky to get the ball back. I am never a fan of this let somebody score. Not this team. Fuck no. You see what happened? We are not able to do that kind of shit.
On James Bell there, I just got to apologize to him. So apologies, we didn't get to see you. It was just one of them days, mate, where everyone was trying to get into the stadium, get in and around, or, you know, people in the wrong places at the wrong time. All of the bars, John, that there was like meetups and stuff like that. They couldn't handle the amount of people that were there. It's like 40 to 50 minutes to get into a bar.
Really?
No, I'm seriously 40 to 50 minutes to get into a pub. You know, queuing, and it's like, hang on a minute, what the hell's going on here? And then in the actual stadium itself, there was no food in a lot of the concession stands.
Oh wow!
And they don't normally sell beer. For whatever reason in the stadium, so they were selling beer that ran out very, very quickly.
Yeah,
we had no hot food until the third quarter.
Wow,
so it was crazy.
Whatever. Did you go to a bullfight? Do anything Spanish?
No. What about this? Well, what about this bit here? The 1 point safety show says. Put that on the screen, John.
Like that one drive in the red zone. Rodriguez should have been given the ball. Let's run up the middle with Bill. I agree. Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for over a year now. Rodriguez is the lead back on this fucking team. Give him the ball and keep feeding him the ball, and he will punish a defense. He will open it up. And what did he have? 79 yards the other day? Something like that?
79 yards on 15 carries.
And we outsmart ourselves. I did like that they mixed up the running backs. I did like that they gave it a good shuffle. That was good. Let's see. Scouts also says fights. Fights were in the stadium. You got fights?
No fights? I didn't see any fights in the stadium, but I know where Scouts and his brother was sitting was surrounded by dolphins and
the beer.
Oh, the beer. There was fights. Did you say?
That was the beer.
Oh, the beer. That's why, because of fights, right? Okay, so they don't put beer on because of fights in the stadium. That's what it is.
So beer.
Whatever. These people enjoy watching somebody stab a bull to death with swords. You know, you want to give them beer? Go right ahead. Anyway, let's see here. James Bell says they need to make NFL Fan Zone a huge space. I got to tell you, I like they have that one thing that you can like dive over the pile into the end zone. Scouts. I want to see Scouts pile over into the end zone. I do. Now don't show me that. Give the man his modesty. But I want to see you do that, and I'd like to see Scott try to kick a field goal. Let me see what happens. Let's see Andy try to kick a field goal.
I can try. Oh, the other thing that was quite bad as well was trying to get into the stadium. I mean, dude, there was like a 2-mile queue to get in at one stage. Yeah, I'm not joking. We got there at there's 3 or 4 entrances. Yeah. So we tried entrance A and we're not doing that. And Cam McDonald was like, look, it's 40 minutes to get in here. And I was like, right, I'll go round entrance B and try and get in there. And that wasn't too bad, but it took about 25 minutes to get in, I would say. And eventually we got in, but it was horrific. Trying to get in. They're just infrastructure wise, obviously first NFL game, they couldn't handle what we were trying to do.
They didn't sell more seats than they had, you know.
It wasn't a sellout. Yeah,
it's not like they have a huge fan base, right? Am I wrong about this, or am I just imagining them because I see them?
No, they do have a huge fan base, but you're right.
They don't go to the games.
I don't know. It's always a sellout normally, but I don't know how they funnel them all in. But it was it was crazy.
Where send Scouts a freaking invite?
Oh boy!
All right, I can't right now, Scouts, but Jesse can do it. He can get you in here. All right. So that's kind of surprising to me, especially since everything was so published and booing up. And I didn't have time to cut up any video from the game. But if I did, one of the things that I would have gotten right off the bat was the dominatrix that they had sing the national anthem.
Yeah, what was that about? She had some serious suspenders on. I was like, okay. I mean, it was a good rendition.
Everyone bow down.
It was a good rendition. I'll give her that.
She sang just fine, but she certainly looked like she wanted to put some cigarettes out on you and step on you with some seriously sharp stilettos. And I think that probably Jesse was really into the game at that point.
Why did you mute that?
Why did I mute what?
No, I was talking to Scott.
Oh. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. So tell me what
you don't need to.
All right.
He shit on himself.
During the game, we gave up the ball first. All right. And given how this defense has played, and the fact that the first script, we had always said, we were terrible against the first drive script. It always scores on us. And then we realized fourth drive, fifth drive, it doesn't matter. Everybody scores on us. When we decided to give up the ball first, I was like kind of shocked. Like, how stupid are we? What did you think?
I liked the decision. I think that you can, because if you get the first drive, that's an offense that's also struggling. You get them out there and figure out what they're going to try and do for the game. And then it's try and get your defense to stand up. It's a whole new defense. New defense. So try and see what you can do. Try and make it work, and then come out in the second half with your script.
I suppose. What do you think, Scott? How did you feel about it when they came out like that?
I was very interested to think, why have we deferred to come out and go, we're not going to take the ball first. But they're a poor side, and so are we. I mean, let's be honest. This was watching two terrible sides play football.
The thing is, though, that the Dolphins have shown life, all right, and they've shown that they're not as terrible a side as they might appear.
They didn't show it on Sunday.
Best 3-6 team there is in the NFL. No, I mean Devin Ashane showed us on the first fucking play of the game.
Don't even talk to me about him. Don't even talk to me about him. I'm fuming still with him.
He's fuming, ladies and gentlemen.
I had 100 yards and an anytime touchdown. MFer is on 98 yards and the ball is on the 1 yard line with 4 seconds to go. Like, even if he scores here, I'm not making my bet. Cheers, mate. Thanks.
And we stopped him. We stopped him
on
the goal line twice.
Which was good, which is great. But you just think, okay. And then I was frantically searching, going, does it include overtime? And no, it doesn't.
Well, all right. So what I'm hearing is that while you were in the stadium and we were having 2 goal line stands, you were rooting for Ashane to score.
Because it would have basically paid for the entire trip, John. Yeah.
Well, we have this guy on our podcast. Jesus Christ.
That was the International Fan of the Year.
That's all right, dude.
No, I wasn't rooting for him. I wasn't rooting for him to score. I was like, we need to score. But then I went to the toilet and missed the interception, so that was interesting as well.
Okay.
So taxi for me, as Scouts would say. Yeah.
All right. So the defense, Ron. Jesus Christ, I am really falling off. I tell you, I just don't have the energy for this today. Ron took over play calling. Quinn took over the play calling. And how did you think it went? How did you think they played? Do you think that they played a different style, or do you just think that they stepped up one for the?
Or they played a lot more zone. They played a lot more zone, and they would disguise their zone blitzes better. And that was the biggest thing that we always have been saying, is that when they run zone, they're not doing it effectively.
Right.
So
I thought the play calling on the defensive side seemed a little bit smarter. I mean, it just seemed like the situations, they were more prepared for the different situations.
I think that there's something distracting them, Max. I think Scouse is over there wearing a G-string and dancing around. Something is distracting.
Well, every time they've always tried to flash over there, there's a big pole in the middle of the room, and I was trying to figure it out.
Well, if it's a load-bearing pole and he's swinging on it,
he's salsa dancing.
It's a stroke hostile. So, Anyway, so I was trying to get Jesse to make a point, and something was going on over there out the window or something, distracting him about that. I thought the defense played a lot better. I mean, granted, they're a bad side, but
absolutely.
Devin O'Shane, as much as you hate him, Scott, the dude, I mean, he punished the shit out of us. 25 yards on the first play, like 9 yards on the second play.
21 carries for 120 yards, and they just ran the same 2 plays to the right side the entire game.
All day. Right. So, and Waddle, he got, I don't want to say shut down. He had his plays, but the fact was that Malik Washington had a bigger day. I thought at least he was more effective, but the defense I thought played a lot better. They put pressure on Tua. They went after Bobby Wagner for all the shit that we give him. The defense to pass at the fucking goal line. My man put a hand on the ball at the goal line.
Yep. I thought Jacob Martin played a really good game as well.
Jacob Martin needs to stay in this freaking town. I like Jacob Martin. Bobby Wagner, I'm going to say it again. Devin O'Shane, when he ran into Wagner, went no further. And I mean, like, not even Wagner didn't flinch an inch. It's like watching you run your face into the side of a building. That building doesn't fucking move, right? O'Shane would just hit Wagner, and that was the end of it. He wasn't moving forward at all. So, for all of the talk about Bobby Wagner, I thought he played his ass off, and there's nobody on this team can tackle like him. Now, speaking of piss poor tackling, Scott, how do you like Quan Martin?
Oh God,
How do I like Quan Martin? I think his tackling is abysmal. He tackles with his nameplate. I mean, what is this guy about? I've said this for weeks, John. When are we ever going to learn how to tackle in a game? They can't. They gang tackle. They can't physically take someone down. It's a disgrace.
Well, they can't.
I mean, honestly, they just cannot tackle.
They're not allowed to tackle in practice.
Are they allowed to tackle those
big, robotic butt plugs that they let run around?
I think so. Yeah, but you can learn the fundamentals of how to physically tackle, which way to put your head, not just try and rip the ball out of every opportunity, which isn't happening.
I mean, that's Mikey's trick.
I mean, the other thing as well is that, yes, to your point, John, I do think the defense played better. I thought that the stands on the goal line were great, stopping them on 4th down, great. But, Quinn had them playing in the right positions, which is something we haven't seen for a few weeks, which is good. But was it any better? I'm not going to say it was, markedly better.
They had to bring the punter.
We did see the punter.
Twice.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to just go hang around in Madrid.
I mean, to build on that, though, Scott, that is the best the defense has looked in 6 weeks.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the Raiders game, I'd say.
And, I mean, it's sad that that's what we're saying. It was a abysmal performance by both teams, and both teams were trying to give the ball away.
Do you think it's down to the fact that the injuries have cost this, and there's not the correct...
Entirely.
The season is about injuries, 100%. There's no other way that you could write this season without mentioning the injuries. And I don't care how many ways people want to yell about AP's a dick and everybody.
Well, I keep hearing, and I'm listening to a lot of noise from the insiders and all these like beat reporters and other people who do podcasts saying that, if it carries on and continues, Quinn is on the hot seat because you can't go till the end of the season losing. I think he's got a pass because of the injury situation for this season alone.
It's going to be warm, but it shouldn't be hot.
No, absolutely. Look, the injuries, all right, it's the story of the 2025 season. It's not the story of this Miami Dolphins game. No. The story of this Miami Dolphins game is Cliff Kingsbury. I'm going to be clever.
To Dr. Ransom's question there, where he says, "Hi, friends, all 4 of you have beards. It bothers me. I don't really have a beard. Mine's pretty shit. So,
Dr. Ransomware. I'm not even going to say his name. My computer's going to shut down.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, nice to see you there, bud. All right, well, I only have a beard because I'm old and I got tired of shaving. Fucking Jesse probably has a beard because he shaved an hour ago, and that's what it looks like after an hour.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. All right, that made me lose my freaking point. We'll go to James Bell out here. Our good buddy Jim says, "What do you think of Jacoby Jones being released off the roster, highest rated player for PFF versus the Dolphins, and the likes of Chris Moore staying around?" I don't know.
I think those 2 names kind of illustrate the entire point about our season.
About the injuries of the season.
I don't see how anybody with sense can really put blame on Dan Quinn or have him be put on the hot seat. Otherwise, Kyle Shanahan would have last year when, 80% of his starters were fucking on IR.
So that's a good point.
It's
49ers. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's what are you supposed to do with guys that you're
look
shouldn't even be playing on a team anyway? We're picking up guys off the street, trying to make them starters. That's what we're doing, and you can't expect much fucking more.
No, and this. It sounds cool when you're around your friends. Go next man up, next man up. Well, what if the next man's up you? What if it's you? You can't play either. All right, that's how it goes in the NFL. That's about the level from starter to second string. You got a big drop, and then to third string, it's like maybe a little better than you. So next man up is it's bullshit when you get to this level of injury. So that's 2025 story. And the 49ers, what's the one thing that they have that helps them be able to overcome injuries? Anybody know? It's called continuity of philosophy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to close that off there. Continuity of philosophy. How long has him and the GM and the coach been together there? 5 years?
8
years? They've built the team the way that they want it built so that when a guy goes down, their next man up is already somebody that they know is going to be able to do what they want to do. When you keep firing everybody, when people want to say, fire Dan Quinn, fire, then what you do is you end up with the next coach coming in here with a team that's half built with players that don't fit what he wants to do. So now you got mixed mash shit. Instead of something like this, when you've got depth issues, because these guys don't know your system. They can't play it. They're not built for what this new coach wants to do. Continuity of philosophy is one of the most important things that there is. Go ahead, Scout.
I agree with you, but to that point, and the point that Scouse is talking about there, if he loses out, he's toast. I don't think that is the case, but I don't disagree with where he's coming from with that. If we do lose out, which I'm looking at this saying, where's the next win coming from? Genuinely, where is the next win coming from? And I think that the depth of this team is awful because as we were talking about at dinner, Jesse, me, and Scouse, AP took a swing and the swing didn't work. Because he banked on the fact that Jaden Daniels was in his second year and that we were going to be as good as we were last year. So to go out and get an in-season trade in Marshawn Lattimore didn't work.
The big problem.
The Laramie Tunsil trade has worked. I would say, for argument's sake, Debo has worked.
Yeah.
But the depth behind it and one-year deals and being a fucking cheapskate hasn't worked.
Well, yeah, but Scott, that's the same thing we were talking about last week. Is if you're being if you're being a cheapskate, there has to be something of value to go after, and there wasn't.
I mean, we literally looked at the 2026 wide receivers who are free agents at dinner. There is nobody on that list.
Yeah, how is that?
Debo Samuel.
You're right. How is that anyone's fault in this organization?
Right. No, I'm not saying it's anyone's fault in the organization. I still think you could have projected and built this roster better than what he has from a depth perspective by keeping people like Jeremy Chin, who signed for absolutely nothing, by keeping people like who's the wide receiver who went to the Bears.
OZ.
Zacchaeus. Yeah, but Scott,
over Chris Moore. Come on,
Scott,
man.
You're right. But also at the same time, remember, they went and got Will Harris over Jeremy Chin. Will Harris broke his leg in week 3. You can't help that.
I know. Injuries is the issue,
frankly,
Max.
in the first 3 weeks, but before Will Harris went out, he was performing better than what we saw of Chin last year. So
he was good.
Zacchaeus is not saving this team.
No, I'm not saying he's not, but it's Chris Moore and Jacoby Jones saving this team, John.
No,
because they're doing shit. No, it's made no difference. And on Sunday, it was exactly the same thing again. We have no deep threat. I tell you who's let this team down. Fucking Terry McLaurin. I'm done.
He's
hurt. See you later, Terry. I don't care if he's hurt. Bullshit.
Injuries in it. Oh, he's not hurt.
Oh, come on now.
Get out of here. Oh, he's just malingering now. He's just hanging around.
So. I genuinely believe so.
Well, really? Scouts, go take away his freaking
the same
beer.
thing with Curtis Samuel. It's the exact same thing where after he got his first year, he got his pay cut, and then Curtis Samuel had a hernia in his groin that was misdiagnosed. It's the same thing.
Well,
whatever. Listen, it's like it's Scott's getting a little hot there, so I'm gonna try to cool this stuff off just a little bit.
Scott's going to the shower.
All right,
the toothpaste.
Listen, go back from from Scouse's comment. I don't care if they lose out. There's a 0.0 chance that Dan Quinn does not finish out his contract.
He could get up at the last press conference and say, you know what, fuck Josh Harris and fuck Magic Johnson too.
Okay, all right, 0.0001.
I could get him.
0.0001. All right. Yes, injuries happen. It destroyed the season. Nobody could have foresaw this whatsoever. DQ took a gamble, and to be honest, it was the right gamble. But the unfortunate part of the situation is the injuries killed it. It absolutely killed it from the start.
There was too many.
Yeah, it's just too many. It's too many to overcome. And to your point, John, earlier, why would we even want to try to start over again with another coach? We still have to build this team.
Dude,
like, from what Ron Rivera did.
Yeah, I think we're
look at all the draft picks that were bust from him.
Yeah,
that should be development.
Well, we've got development with Chris Paul, which I'm really happy with. I hope we re-sign him this offseason. By the way, did you know
Jamin Davis? What about
Jahan Dotson?
Jamin Davis.
What about Chase Young? What about Emmanuel Forbes?
Right.
What about anyone else that you could possibly think of? Second rounders that aren't in there anymore. When was the last time we hit on a second rounder? I mean, someone can tell me because I can't remember it. Ron had destroyed this team. That's what happened.
We've also, at this point next year, we're the second worst team in terms of players under contract. We've still got the same issue that we've had for the last 2 years, is where we got to sign just a fuckload of players to even fill out the roster, right? So the money's got to go around, and that's where we're kind of at. And you're right, we did get fucked with Ron, and we also got fucked with last year, and the cap space being such an expansion that everybody could just buy whatever they wanted. All right, I keep bringing up Mr. All Motherfucking World Myles Garrett. Jesus Christ. Have you ever watched a guy just go into the Hall of Fame in one season? Just cry at the beginning of the season. I don't want to play here anymore. There's no goddamn amount of money. Oh, that's a lot of money. Let me go out and show you why I should be in the Hall of Fame as soon as the season is over. So everybody could do that last year. So Dan Quinn or Adam Peters is left there looking at the shelf going, all right, I need players, but there ain't nobody here. And you're right. You're not overcoming these kinds of injuries. That's why these people, they're like all these. Yeah. We should have kept Diami Brown. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Diami Brown ain't saving his team. Olamide Zaccheaus ain't saving his fucking team. Olamide Zaccheaus, if we'd have kept Olamide Zaccheaus, what he would be is right now probably our number one wide receiver.
Yeah, let me ask a question.
There's no difference.
Let me ask the question. If Zaccheaus was on this team, would we have won that game on
Sunday?
Yes.
We would have won this game Sunday.
Bullshit. Because he'd have caught that ball that Chris Moore couldn't catch. Chris Moore couldn't catch a fucking cold.
Let me tell you something.
I'm clever. Cliff Kingsbury here. Watch me put 1,000 pounds of offensive lineman on the right-hand side, and watch, I'll sneak it around to the left with Marcus Mariota. No one will see it coming except the Miami Dolphins, and I'll only get a field goal, and there's the fucking game. I'm so
now if Jaden Daniels is playing this game,
we win.
You know what? We fucking win.
He gets in on that. But still, that's why I said at the beginning of this show, of all the losses, I am more pissed off about this one because we outsmarted ourselves. I'm so clever. I'm going to overload the right side, and we're going to run it around the left.
That's a great point, Scouse. I didn't realize that Jake Moody and Deebo Samuel did have a bit of a fight on the sideline.
They did.
Was it him or was it the long snapper?
It was both of them. It was both of them at the same time.
Is that our new kicker?
Jake Moody is who we signed from the Bears practice squad.
So what, they fucking jumped him in? Is that what they did on the sideline?
No, when they were the 49ers, Deebo had Moody around the throat because he missed 3 kicks in a game.
Oh, that's right.
Choked his ass out. Which someone probably did to Gay and left him his ass in Spain. So, yeah.
I'm so aggravated about that.
We saw a meme today. I forget what it was. It was like, what the fuck was that meme, Scott? Do you remember it?
Uh-oh. Well, this is exciting. Anyway, we're going to describe the meme once we figure out what it was. But I'll tell you what. I don't care about the guaranteed money. $4 million is a fucking drop in the bucket when it comes to an NFL salary cap. But the fact that they just looked at Matt Gay and went, problem solved, bullshit.
Well,
we knew problem wasn't solved from the outset. It wasn't distance. He just can't fucking do it. He just can't do it. And in this day and age, 60 and in is
the 30. The one from 36 is a disgrace.
Do you guys think though that this might be something with our special teams coach? Because even Austin Seibert struggled from 50 plus.
Well,
no, I just think we're signing poor kickers
from 50 plus. And no, I don't think Larry is
okay. But at what point though? This is the 8th kicker under this administration, and all of them have struggled.
Well,
we had an actual kicker in Brandon McManus until he decided to grab a fucking Flankton's pussy.
Well, no, but we didn't wait till that. We didn't want the noise. That was the problem with Brandon McManus, is we did not want the noise, Jesse.
Right.
And it was like, oh, we're not gonna bring this guy because it's gonna bring the noise. You know, it's gonna bring a bit of heat. And what happened? He was found completely innocent, and he's killing it for Green Bay. So
but again, we had to get rid of him. Had to. There was no choice in it. So.
Oh, I understood it. I understood the reasons behind it.
No,
getting rid of McManus.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, this can. Kickers are kickers, man.
You
should be hitting from 60 yards, John. To your point, you're right. You should be.
They should have been filling a cargo jet with fucking people that play soccer from Spain. Just call them up and just throw them in there on a fucking UPS jet and fly them home. All right, fly them home. Start working them out. I maintain. I don't give a fuck. People are, we should draft a kicker. No, you should never draft a kicker. You know who never got drafted? That fucking guy in Dallas that can kick it from goddamn Arizona and make it. All right. That guy never got drafted. You don't draft a kicker. All right. But you got to keep looking. You don't just look at Matt Gay and go, we've found one. Ding. That's it. It's ridiculous. And that's where we fall into a trap. And that's the one thing that if I'm going to fault Dan Quinn over is that he tends to do that.
Can we just mention the 49ers again? It's like going back to Ron Rivera and the Panthers era. I'm going to sign every single person that I know. Why are we signing only 49ers players again?
Well, they've been to the NFC Championship a few times.
I mean, I get that. Yeah, I get that.
I understand. But that's one thing. I mean, we're upgrading.
Right now, I mean, you got to Scott, mute your mic, man.
Yeah, the mic's echoes fucking with
him. You got to go with what you know, because you're digging around in a trash bin right now. And picking out, a half-eaten sandwich. It's basically what AP's doing, because that's all that's left is in the trash bin. So,
yeah,
I get it.
Well, at the same time, he's doing a little more than that. I think something like Treylon Burks, nice move. This guy Drake Jackson, I don't know, did he play at all on Sunday?
No,
I didn't think he did.
Drake Jackson,
they have upside.
He had been injured, and yes, Drake Jackson does have a lot of upside because
they're young, they have upside, so they're low risk, and that's kind of the thing when we were just talking about in terms of how this roster has been mismanaged since before AP, and how circumstances kind of put AP behind the fucking 8 ball when it comes to how to build it now. We're going to need guys like that. We're going to need to find and gems in the rough like that, little things you find in the grass. Oh, Treylon Burks, nobody wants to take a chance on you. We will. And we get a potential first-round talent if the dude can stay healthy. Come on, man.
Sometimes the shit works and sometimes it doesn't, but that's why you're signing them cheap. And, it's all about the circumstance of the season. We were in the NFC Championship last year, correct. We were going to win maybe 4 games this year, correct. But there's a reason for it. It's not just because this team sucks. It's half our team is fucking laid up.
And I think the old players. Pollywood, hey, what's going on, brother? Our front office treats the acquisition of talent like a garage sale. They invested in the remains of other teams' players. It's because all that was left out there, man. That's like we said, the cap was so flush that anybody that was out there was the remains that they just didn't want. Here, they will throw scraps on the floor.
Look, going after Tunsil, that was a smart move.
Yeah.
Going after Debo, that was a smart move. And at the time, going after Lattimore was a smart move.
Yeah, but
Lattimore didn't work. The other two did.
Right. So Lattimore, you think he's on the team next week or next year?
Not a chance.
Nope.
Yeah, we get an out with him, so that's pretty good. All right, let's do some butt pats and head slaps for the football game if we would like to do that. I haven't been fucking doing any of my job over here. I don't know where we are in the game, so. All right, Jesse, we'll start with you. Who you got on offense for a butt pat?
For fuck's sake. I'm going to go.
You got a
Tony
big
Wheat.
one. Not Tony.
I was going to go with Tony Wheat. But no, you can't go for my guy. No, Max.
I would say I thought Mariota had played a solid game until he threw the fucking interception. But, I mean.
You could see the brain fart happen. You could see him just all of a sudden like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
See it.
I'll go Chris Rodriguez. I think he started off a little bit strong.
That's my boy. Chris Rodriguez is the number one back on this football team. All right, who you got there, Scotty?
Debo Samuel got a touchdown. That's about it.
That tunnel screen looks good once they get it moving. He got it down to the one on another one of those. Was that the one we got stopped?
Yes,
we did get stopped on a 4th and goal. All right, Max, who you got?
Can I do 2?
Well, we'll come back to you.
All right. Well, all right. First, I'll just do Sam Cosmi.
Wow.
Scott,
horrible.
Scott, no.
You need to look at it back, mate. I promise
you. You and I both need to then, because we need to figure out where we're disagreeing. Because you think line is terrible.
Number 90 absolutely destroyed him all game.
Okay, on one play he had a free rush. One play.
5.
Scott.
5.
Scott. And you know how many offensive snaps there were?
Player on PF.
I don't know.
It was like 56. So on 10% of snaps he was struggling. There's 90% of the snaps he did well.
Well, yeah, but you can't give up 5. I thought he played all right. I did notice. I don't know if you heard about this or if you could even feel it while you were over there, but because Spain is that peninsula that sticks way out there, when Chris Paul fell down, the Ural Mountains would shake. I don't know if you realize that or not. That was the largest ass that Spain has had since Francisco Franco.
I don't know. Maybe he hasn't spoke to Jesse Martin. Anyway,
there you go. There's an old history joke. Anyway, my on offense, I got to give a butt pat now because Jesse took my guy. I'm just going to go. All 3 of the running backs. I thought that they did the right thing with the running backs this week. I thought that they treated them well in terms of how well they rotated them. And I thought that they were good in being able to utilize them out of the backfield on passes. Jeremy McNichols, throw him the ball. He's a first down. That's all he needs. Just throw him the ball. That motherfucker will run over whoever he needs to get there. I like that dude. And I think he's a free agent. I would like to see him come back. Attaboy. You got anybody else? Go over there and smack Scouse like that.
Who's your other one, mate?
Also on the right side of the offensive line is Josh Connerly.
He had a good game.
Did he get injured and come out for a few plays?
No.
Not that I saw.
That was Cosme.
Cosme?
Yeah. Yeah, but he, I guess, is okay. All right, then I guess we'll go to defense. Anybody on defense get a butt pat from you, Max?
Bobby Wagner.
Dude fucking played. He played his ass off. What about you, Scotty?
Javon Kinlaw had a good game, I thought.
Yeah. Definitely had a good game. What about you, Jesse? Butt pats on defense.
My man, Jacob Martin.
Jacob Martin. That's my man again. Dang. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and say McGee. I thought he had a nice tackle. One thing I do like about him is that when he arrives, he doesn't necessarily arrive violently like Joe Witt likes to say, but when he arrives, the guy goes down. He's got good grasping and tackling skills. So, all right. Who we got for some head smacks? Head smacks on offense. Go ahead, Jesse. Start us off.
Where fucking spot? Let's see. I'll go our entire receiving corps.
Yeah, I definitely that we mean except for Debo, except for you, Debo.
Well, Debo had a big drop. So
he had a drop, but he scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
Ertz with his shoes. He said something about the. I'll give you a little tidbit on that. Go ahead, Scott. Who you got for a head smack on offense?
Yeah, it's got to be Chris Moore. You cannot drop that ball. You simply can't do that far, that close to the line.
I know a guy that makes that catch. Right now, he's got a fucking ball sack that's split open and a newlywed wife that's unhappy with that. But Terry McLaurin makes that catch. Now, they said that the defensive back was holding his wrist, but I don't care.
That's a good point, Scouse Cliff. He needs a head smack.
That's mine.
Sorry, Matt.
All right, Max, who's your head smack?
Cliff Kingsbury.
No kidding.
Look at me. I am so clever. I am going to outsmart everyone in the stadium except the opponent.
He called good plays outside of the red zone, and then as soon as he got in the red zone, he tried to get too cute.
Yeah,
dude, I don't get.
Yeah, I thought for the most part, Cliff called a decent enough game, but for some reason that the red zone was just kind of fucking head shaking. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Look, in a game like that one play right there. And I know I always say never comes down to one play, but I'm not talking about a referee screwing the game. I'm talking about points you left on the field because you got too smart. Let me just be fucking clever here. I'm going to be clever. Watch me turn a touchdown into a field goal. Drive me crazy with that shit. I'm going to go ahead and give another one to Cliff. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and give one to Zach Ertz for his excuse. Bradley Chubb did say after the game that they learned when they played in Berlin last year that soccer pitches are different. They're slippery. The grass is different. There's something about them that's different. And they wear different cleats, and they didn't have any slipping problems. But
did you see that Josh Johnson? This was his 14th international game.
And he played a play.
And
that's been around forever.
He was quoted last week by Nicky Javabla, and that when you're on these types of pitches, you have to be careful of your footing, and you have to take extra precaution to be sure your ankles are underneath of you, not just your feet, but your ankles.
Couldn't he tell somebody about the shoes? Hey, man.
Scott just shit himself. Just want to put that out there.
Uh-oh.
What that?
Scott just shit himself, apparently.
He did. Way to go, Scott. Congratulations for being out of your own house. That's definitely a
Scott, how's the cheese going right now?
I'm cutting it. It's going well.
Right. There you go.
Same can't be said for Jesse, but that's for the After Dark podcast.
Oh no.
We'll talk about that.
What are we? We want a head smack on offense still?
If you can find anything.
I'm giving one to Mariota for that one glitch.
Stupid, eh?
It was just, and I can't really fault him for anything else. Dude, the 44-yard run, that was awesome. That was great.
Did you see
he was jumping around, man? He was gone. Say it again.
That play, okay, before it was snapped, you can ask Tony Week. I said 30-yard Mariota run. I called that fucking play before it fucking happened. I saw it. Tony was like, holy fucking shit, you're a psychic. I called that play.
Did you guys see the picture that came out of that play from the NFL where Mariota's running and there's 7 Dolphins chasing him?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool, that. I didn't see that. No, I'll have to look back at that.
It's on the NFL's Twitter account. You'll find it.
You'd have thought that if you put him behind 1,000 pounds of offensive lineman, he could get 3 feet.
Hey, now.
Let me outthink myself.
Nothing. Why aren't we quarterback sneaking?
What the hell is even that?
Exactly.
Mariota's a big dude. I would just fucking pile it, move it forward.
Right. Exactly. That's why I've been bitching about the whole damn game. I started bitching about that from the first quarter on. We lined. They did the unbalanced line. They had 3 fucking guys over on the right side. From Biotish on, there were 4 offensive linemen and a tight end. And what did we do? Oh, we got smart. All right. Where are we on head smacks on defense?
Head smacks on defense.
Head smacks on defense. Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead first. I will let you go ahead and take the one that you want to do the most.
Mike Summerstill without fail.
Idiot. Well, now that I don't know. He did graduate from Michigan.
What in? How to fumble balls? Fucking fuck knuckles.
I don't even want to know how in England fuck knuckles is even something that actually exists. Go ahead. That's why you're in a goddamn stroke hostel. Go ahead, Jesse.
The 2 fucking morons, I think it was Quan Martin and somebody else, that damn A-chain run when you should have been stopped about 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage and somehow fucking got the first down.
Yeah, got 10 yards instead. I'm going to double up on Quan Martin because that dude was just terrible all game long.
He got benched
again. He should have got benched. Now, I don't know what the problem is with him. Is it still his shoulder? I would not be shocked to find out that he's got a lot of pain going on still in his shoulder because of the way he just avoids contact. And it's hard to even say that because he does plenty of hitting on his own guys. He wipes out his own man a lot. And the one crossing pattern to Jalen Waddle, the one that he got a few yards, Quan takes him out, right? Quan takes the man down.
Maybe Johnny wouldn't have sore shoulders if he didn't fucking tackle with his nameplate.
That would probably help him. Keep your fucking face up.
Wrap
Max,
your arms. Anyway, sorry, dude.
Wrap up. Who you got? Head smack on defense.
Struggling to think of anyone else.
I'll tell you what. Let's just give one to Chase Edmonds. Get out of here. You couldn't catch me. I could take your wallet and run down the street and you couldn't catch me. And I'd stop before we got to the light and I'd say, hang on a minute. Just hold up. Give me a second. And you still couldn't get me.
Didn't he have a long kick return?
No, he didn't have a long kick return. He had one that took about 5 minutes. He got 22 yards.
No, he had one that got to the 40.
No, he didn't.
Maybe he did. It was early on.
He had a 30-yard kick return.
No, he did not.
It might be 29, but he had a kick return that got to the 40.
I might not be remembering because I was pretty pissed off about Mr. Cliff Kingsbury. But I'll tell you what. No, if you say it was a long kick
God,
return,
that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bakari Rambo. Get out of here with us.
Yeah, at the end of this opening kickoff of the second half, he had a 29-yard kick return to the 41.
The Dolphins must have still been coming out of the tunnel. That's the only way I can think.
The funniest bit of the whole weekend was there was a guy who went off with quite a serious injury, like ankle, and I think it was like knee and ankle. And the dude was like hobbling off, and he had to get taken off by the trainers. And then he came back out probably 10 minutes later in a massive boot with crutches, and it popped up on the big screen saying he was questionable. It's like he's literally walking around the side of the stadium in a boot.
Then he ran down Chase Edmonds on a kickoff. So I guess.
Yeah, we definitely we missed Luke McCaffrey out there for sure on kickoffs.
Yeah, we do.
That's no doubts about that.
On coverages, I thought that they did all right. Ballore did all right. Again, he nailed
it. We've always been decent.
Our coverages are good, but our return game and our kicking sucks.
Our kicking, yeah. Matt Gay. You can't get him out of here fast. There's going to be the usual suspects out there, Tim Meek, that are going to say that the kicker shouldn't be blamed. Tim Meek, but the kicker, that's his job, Tim Meek. And, when you say, I'm signing a contract to be a place kicker, Tim Meek, then that means if you don't make your place kicks, you are in breach of contract.
So,
yeah, agreed.
Are we done being angry about our football team, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I want to talk about something else.
Yeah. So how was your Spanish vacation?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, what did you?
Go on, Max. You go first.
I have the playoff schedule actually as it stands.
Oh, for this is fantasy league.
No, for the NFL. I'd like the playoff stuff right now. I know that we're not in it. But...
We're a fucking Commanders podcast.
Okay, well, I just said, are we done being angry about our team? And it was an overwhelming yes.
Playoffs? Jesus Christ. Why don't you just tell me what we're not going to be
playoffs?
All right.
Playoffs?
Look, there's some good matchups right now, guys. We have something to talk about.
I am not talking about what other teams are doing in January yet.
Are we not an NFL podcast, gentlemen?
It is. Well, we'll save that for Friday because that's the day.
We'll be here Friday.
Jesus Christ. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. Max was like, hey, let's talk about how everybody else is going to be in the playoffs.
Because I want to talk about football. It's good, okay?
Because talk about Spain and London.
All right, go ahead and talk about it. Europe. Go ahead.
Talk about their vacation in Europe.
So, Jesse, I don't want to say it. No, I'm not saying it on here.
No, go ahead and say it.
You can say it, Jesse.
You got to say it now. There's people out there listening.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. There's a couple situations.
Well,
but there's a couple situations that cannot
in the pub. We had a lot of time in the pub. That was good. And the pubs are very cheap, and the drink was very cheap, and it went down very well. No, all the fan rally ones were horrendous queues to get in, but we did find one called O'Connell's, which was very good. I mean, you going up and you had like 3 beers. And
found an Irish pub.
Oh, every bar was Irish. Like, no joke. There was like so many Irish bars.
Poncho McDonald over here.
It was like, oh, how much do you want to pour in this whiskey glass? Oh, you want to fill it half the tumbler up? That's fine. And it was, I think it was like €35 for a round. It was brilliant in that respect. I think I've had less sleep than I've ever had in a long time. And I didn't really eat a meal until I came to London tonight. So, yeah, that's about it.
There you go. How about your weekend there, Jesse?
It was good.
That's it. That's all we got. Now I got to do this.
I'm not sure I can talk about it.
Where's
right
Shaq?
now.
What do you mean?
I mean, if Shaq was here, he'd go, "You're good." That's a joke for commercial.
These conversations aren't meant for podcasts.
Oh, they're not. All right.
If you know what I mean, but I will say, I do have an interesting shit story.
All right. Oh, geez.
Of course we have. And then,
oh boy, it's the Bleeding Burgundy podcast.
We're not talking about that.
live
We
for
are
those.
not talking about that.
No, we're not talking about that. But I did meet my future wife.
Oh wow,
on
that's
the
pretty
flight
cool.
over.
Very cool. Now, I would suggest that you go unchain him from the bed.
We did say what was his name, but that wasn't the case.
Out of his mouth.
And Jesse now understands that the water is less in the toilet.
Oh yes. Well,
and that still doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense whatsoever.
And looking at a plug outlet, he was like, "What is this?" I was like, "It's a plug outlet." And he's like, "Why has he got a thing on there?" Yeah,
we covered this live on Friday.
We did. You're right.
Riveting podcasting here. I got to tell you, we're going to run back over Jesse trying to figure out the plug in London.
It has a little look. It has a lovely little button on it that it's for safety.
Oh my God! Oh boy. Well, all right, everybody. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go and hit the music before we head into the toilet here. I'm not going in the toilet. I've seen the toilets in Europe. That's enough for me. Let's see here.
Someone just went in the toilet.
Oh, good. If it was down, bolt the door. All right. All right, everybody. That was ridiculous. That was fun. I hope everybody's over that horrible loss by the Dolphins. And, Cliff, if there's one thing I hope you do over the fucking bye week, take a rock and hit yourself in the head so that you won't try to outsmart yourself ever again.
Let's do that to that play.
Talk to the guy next to you that's got the eyebrows out to here and say, "What should we do?" And he'll say, "Run behind the big fat guys." Do it. Don't be stupid. We will be back on Friday. Jesse, when are you flying home? Saturday.
You on mute? Yeah, Saturday.
All right. So will you be on Friday night?
I will. Should be.
All right, we're probably going to have a little bit of Commanders news to talk about at that point. We'll discuss the NFL in general. Max will get to talk about everybody.
I won't be here Friday, boys.
Well, there we go. We get to escape that hell that he was about to put us through.
Christ. Jeez, I'm trying to talk some good football here.
I mean, it is good football, but not before Thanksgiving, right after losing a game like that. Have some decorum.
You're right, but we can also try and get Scott some action because Trevor Lawrence is in the playoffs right now.
Scott will get some action on his own. The man filled the pram twice.
Sorry, Scott. I'm trying to help you here, buddy.
There you go.
I appreciate that, Max.
All right, everybody. 5:30 on Friday.
Karen, if you're listening, I'm back tomorrow night.
All right. Nice to see you, Karen. And 5:30 on Friday. We'll be back then. We'll see everybody.